Backstage.com, the ride. I am sitting here backstage in the dressing room with my good friend John Fred from, you remember John, he was on the show probably a year or so ago. Things have changed a bit. John, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, wonderful. Thanks for having me. And yeah, we're here tonight in Ohio. Gonna do a little rock show and pretty excited about that.
Ohio, huh?
Ohio, that's right, yep.
Now, you know, like you guys from Blackstone tour, you just got back from your European tour, Carnival, what is it, Carnival of Souls or something like that?
Carnival, yeah, it just exactly is what it should be called. The Carnival of Madness.
Carnival of Madness.
Yeah, we just, of course, that ended in February, and it was really great. We had Shinedown and Hailstorm out with us, and wonderful, wonderful tour. Also had a band called Highly Suspect from New York, and they opened the whole show. And it was really nice. It was good to get to come back to the UK, do another arena tour, and you know, we've been so fortunate. They love us over there, and it's just there's a diehard fan base that loves rock and roll, and they just, you know, it's sometimes here it gets kind of, you know, what's your last, you know, radio single you've had, and that's kind of the popularity you have. That's where you're built on shows and kind of where you know, everything.
Well, were you with tour in support of the album or whatever?
Yeah, but and over there it's you make fans by playing, and they really there's a lot of paper press outlets over there that really, you know, have been great to us, like Classic Rock Magazine, Kerrang. So we're very lucky to be able to go over and do that, and then also obviously tour here, you know.
So it's a little bit, you know, and we're actually syndicated over into the European market as well. And we've gotten the same thing when we talk to them over there. You know, they like to listen to a lot of the classic rock, but they also like to listen to whatever's up and coming. Now, like your recent efforts, now you just moved to a new label.
Yep, sure did.
How do you like it over there?
I love it. It's a breath of fresh air.
A breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it is. You know, we parted ways with our last label, January 2014, and it was nice because it gave us creative control of our music. And you know, we've been working the last decade with awesome producers, awesome engineers, but we were always you know, pushed from the last label to try to create you know, this you know, rock radio sound that's not really us. So we're more of a live band, and you know, at times it felt like, you know, that we were really chained up, you know, so because I mean everything that kind of, you know, we do live we had to like trim that back a little bit. So now we're able, being on Mascot, you know, when we were looking for labels, we wanted our main, you know, point was, look, we're going to sign with a label, but we want full creative control over the music and art, and that encompasses videos and t-shirts and our sound. And it just really it's not an egotistical thing. It's just you know what you are once you've toured for so long, and you know what your fans expect. So I think that we've got to that point where we're in our career, and we know, you know, what we need to deliver to our fans and what they expect of us. So it's nice. We recorded the record in Glasgow, Kentucky, Ben's hometown, and it turned out wonderful. Recorded last
I was going to
October.
say, you know, with the new label giving us a lot more freedom and control of content, you can absolutely see it on Kentucky. That album is like laid and slayed, man.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, and they're really you know, they're great to work with. The label is, and I think that getting to be home and get, you know, everybody always says, oh, you know, we're gonna get back to our roots and make an album like the first one. You can't ever make an album like your first record or the last record, but what you can do is you can get to a point where you're allowing your real artistry to come through on your records, you know, and that's where we are now, and we're so thankful for that.
Gets your creative juices flowing a lot more to take a little bit of the history that you had and think about it. Got yourself a new, like I said, the new label allows you to take that history, but step beyond, you know, because growth is what it is. It has to happen. I mean, if you're going to be a band with any kind of longevity at all, I mean, you know, you have to grow as a band. I mean, your membership's solid. They know, everybody knows the thing. Like I said, you do real well with the arena tours over in Europe and everything like that, and in here as well. But you know, not having somebody like you said, your previous label we want you to do this, we want you to do that. It's good to see somebody realize you're signing with somebody who realizes.
But we've got what it is. We're going to
you know who you are. You don't need a psychiatrist or a spin doctor to tell you who you are.
That's a good way of looking at it. Yeah.
So I got to ask, because the last time we talked, how is the little one?
She's doing great. Scout. My daughter, she's a year and 7 months old, so she's just...
Wow, it's been that long.
Yeah, it's crazy, actually. I think, like, I call home and FaceTime, and she's just, you know, climbing on the kitchen table, and she's learning new words, and it's amazing to see the, you know, growth and especially, you know, when you do a job like I do, or any musician or truck driver, if you're, you know, gone, it's crazy to see the little ones develop like that so fast. And but it's cool. It's cool. Definitely want to have some more, and you know, have a big family.
Yeah. See, I had to stop at 3 daughters because I could. You know, my old lady at the time said, "Well, you know, we'll do it again. You'll have a son." I said, "You know, I had a single child, then I had twin girls." And I said, you know, I love God deep in my heart, but in His infinite wisdom and definite hilarity, the next time around, it'll be 3 girls.
Yeah.
And I don't think I can deal with that.
I think, you know, I think I'm destined to have all girls too, which I'm totally fine with.
I was, as soon as I became proficient with an 870 Remington.
Yeah. I like a 500 Mossberg too. You know, I think if my wife is so funny because she was like, you know, you're gonna be a protected dad and you know, try to keep all the boys away from her. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna be nuts, but definitely, you know, we'll have to have some talks, you know. So.
Let's see, my daughters used to tell their boyfriends all the time, and they'd say, well, I'm not afraid of your dad. And they'd be like, well, it's not my dad you have to worry about. And they said, well, who? My uncles. Well, who are your uncles? Well, it's all those fellas that he rides with.
Yeah, it makes a difference. Yeah.
You know, there's like 30 guys that hang out with my dad. So,
great.
Oh man! So what's the summer looking like now? I know you're going to be at Ohio Bike Weekend. We'll probably see you up there again. You're going to be Mad River the first weekend, I believe.
Yeah, we are. And actually, we're going to. So we finished up the tour with Buck Cherry May 30th. We'll go back home, and we've got a couple shows. We're going to Australia this year, first time ever, which we're really excited about that.
Cool.
Going to. Tour with Steel Panther down there, which is going to be...
Wow, there's a name from a blast past.
I love those guys, and they're terrific, and so we're looking forward to that. But then we have a Carnival Madness here in the States that we're going to be doing.
Yeah, I was talking to the one fella. So where are you going to be hitting up with that one?
That's a lot in the Midwest, and a lot of kind of not, for some weird reason it doesn't do the you know, Kentucky, Tennessee, but it's just all throughout kind of Midwest. I think there's about 30 shows on it too, maybe 25. And so we actually, in the middle of that, we fly to England for one show. We missed like one of the shows, we headline a show in England called the Rambling Man Festival, which is going to be amazing. I remember I looked in the back of Classic Rock probably 3 years ago, and I saw the first show, or 2 years ago, and I was like, man, we need to be on this because it's got a classic rock stage, a prog rock stage, country, blues. What was cool, actually, this year, I'm really excited about this show because a buddy of mine who does booking in the UK, Martin, he actually helped me get the Headhunters over to that festival. And
cool.
This year, first time ever that the Headhunters are going to be touring outside of Canada, and you know,
they're going across the water this time.
They're actually going to make the big trip. So they've actually got to leave.
How's Richard thinking about that?
He's excited, man. He's really excited. Yeah, he doesn't like to fly, but I think once he gets on there and kind of figures out, you know, it's a lot different than the 80s, you know, the last time he flew. So, but they're playing Sweden Rock, and that's going to be wonderful. It's a wonderful festival, and they do that like the 18th of June or 17th, around there, and then they go back like a month later, and they're going to actually open. They're like the second band on the bill on our main stage that we headline that day.
Cool.
So the dad and uncle, the Headhunters, are going to be on the Rambling Man, you know, show with us. So
that's got to be pretty cool. That's kind of a 50-50 type proposition. It's like, okay, you know, Dad's heard my stuff and knows what I sound like, and I've heard Dad's stuff and know what he sounds like. But now we're, it's a real generational type thing now.
Oh,
because you guys are going to both be highlighting on the same stage.
It's really cool, and we've done a lot of shows in America with each other. We've played, clubs with each other. We've played festivals, and it always works out great, to do that. We did a bike show in Indiana together, probably last year, around last fall. And it's cool because they were known as a country band when they first came out, but really their roots are in rock and roll, and very deep in rock and roll blues. So they kind of got pushed into country because they were a little bit too southern rock for MTV at the time. They were really too heavy for country, but they went there and kicked the doors down and made a huge name for themselves. But it's cool. They're definitely, I think, going to go over well in the UK, and we're excited about that. And we're actually, this is the first, speaking about other dates and stuff, this is the first year, the first time we're going to go to South America. So September the 10th and 12th, we're going to Rio and Buenos Aires. So we're really excited. It's just 2 shows, but it's huge festivals. So that'll be really fun.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I realize you're gonna have to get back. You're getting ready to kind of cool out a little bit, get ready to do your show and everything. I gotta tell you, man, it was really good to finally put a face to the voice. I so much enjoyed our last interview, and it's one of our most requested interviews.
Oh, so, really? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
So
very
I
cool.
Appreciate it. Hey, you listened to Harry George, the usual suspects, right here on BikerRadioStation.com. We've been talking with John Fred from Blackstone Cherry. We're gonna let him step out the door and get ready to play live for the crowd up here in Warren, Ohio. We'll be back.